Okay, hey guys, I've been doing YouTube and indie game dev for 2 months now, so let's talk about how it's going and where we want to take this. First of all, thank you very much for sticking around, I highly appreciate it. And I want to use this opportunity to get some feedback from you. I know you give me a lot of feedback, but honestly it's the best way to improve. We'll do it like we did last time. There will be a little icon in the corner here, a little info card, click on that and there you will see the questions I'm interested in. Let's talk about them real quickly. Which of my videos are you most interested in? Why do you come to this channel? I know maybe it's a mixture, but just pretend you can just have one of them. Then another thing I'm obviously really interested in. What do you want to get out of this channel? Why do you watch this channel? Do you want knowledge, entertainment, a sense of community, or are you just curious? And then whenever it happens that you don't want to watch one of my videos or that you don't want to continue watching one of my videos, I'm also really interested. What's the main reason for that, so I can fix it? Once again, I know it's probably different reasons, it's not always the same thing. Yeah, those were the most important questions. You can also give me feedback in general on what you would like to see more of. Just put that in the comments. And yeah, feedback on this channel, what we need to fix. I'm not quite sure we have found the correct niche yet. I don't know if my videos provide enough value to you. Doubt is starting to creep in a little bit. Maybe you have seen this beautiful graph. I know Tim Ruswick also made a video about this, but I've seen this in a lot of different places because it's so true. I had a lot of creative projects in my lifetime because I like doing projects, I like doing creative stuff. And yeah, this has proven to be right time and time again. So this is pretty much your excitement, your motivation level over the course of a project. It starts very high. At the beginning you're super motivated, and then slowly but surely doubt starts creeping in and you start wondering, this is harder than I think, I don't know if this will work, other people are doing this way better than me, I'm not good at this is not good enough. And it basically goes lower and lower, and here you're starting to feel really demotivated, but you keep going. And then here is what people call the dark night of the soul, where it basically decides either you keep going, either you push through those negative feelings and it starts to stabilize again and you stabilize at a level. After that it can continue going up and down, whatever, but it more or less stabilizes and can go all kinds of directions. But this is the part that is pretty much always the same when you do a new project. It's kind of hard to tell where I am on that curve. Maybe here I'm feeling a little more neutral about what I'm doing, and I expect it to go further down. Honestly, there's not all that much you can do about it. It's just the natural curve how it goes, and I hope we can push through it. So that's just something to keep in mind. I'm super self-aware about that sort of stuff, because as I've said, I had a lot of creative projects in my lifetime, and it's pretty much always the same. And then the problem is obviously sometimes it makes sense to quit. Not every project should be finished. Sometimes sunk cost fallacy is the only thing that keeps you going. So you've put so much time into it, you don't want to quit because you think all of the time will be for nothing. But sometimes it's just better to quit if it doesn't make any sense. But let's try to get to a point where it makes absolutely no sense to quit. And one thing I think really keeps me going is just simply the fact that what I'm doing is easy. Anybody can do this. Anybody can take a camera and record videos like these. These are not hard to make. Anybody can do a bit of Photoshop and create a bit of music. That's not hard. But what's the hard part is doing this every day and doing it for a long time. And that's the part that keeps me going. Just reminding myself that simply making videos and simply making kind of crappy games is not difficult. There are thousands of people who do exactly the same thing. But pushing through that and to keep going here, that's the difficult part. That's what not everybody can do, and we'll see if I can do it. So that's my little rant about that. It's a very normal thing, nothing you should be too worried about. As I said, it happens every time with every project. It's nothing that scares me. Yeah, it's completely normal. But as I've said, doubt has started creeping in. I don't know if what I'm doing is interesting to anybody but you. Honestly, the growth rate of the YouTube channel is fine and all that sort of stuff. So we'll just see where it goes, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I would love to provide a little more value to you. It always feels like I'm getting a lot more out of you than you're getting out of me. I don't know if that's true. I would absolutely love to change that and find ways to provide you with a little more value. I'm not sure I've quite figured it out yet, which kind of content we should make on this channel. I'll probably mostly stick to documenting because I'm not an expert in anything yet really. I can't teach you all that much about design, about making games, because I haven't had any successes yet. So unfortunately there's probably not all that much value I can provide you with at the moment. I'll try my best, and I'm completely self-aware that I need to gather a lot more experience before I can really start teaching you things. I like teaching you things, so yeah, I'll share my knowledge anyway. I'll share what I learn on the way. I feel like when I talk about game design, I often make it sound like I figured it out, I know everything about this. Just keep in your mind, this is absolutely not the case. I'm not an expert yet, and I don't want to pretend that I am one, because that's delusional. So yeah, I'd love to talk with you about this channel and where we want to take these, where these should go. In the end, it's my channel, so I will decide what's gonna happen, but I love to involve you in the discussion. So that's this. So far it's gone really well. There's not too much I can complain about. Let's have a little look-see into the future, because as you can see here on my timetable, we have January, we have February. Those 2 months are done. Next month I want to create a playable demo of my game. So basically a vertical slice, a more or less finished product that people can play, that I can send to Let's Players. And it's obviously not gonna be feature complete, because look at that, the development process will be a lot longer, but at least it should be something fun and playable and something that represents the final product somewhat. So I'm gonna work really hard on that this month. And then you can see a giant gap right here for April, March, June, July. There are no milestones in that time zone. What's happening there, you might wonder. And the truth is, I'm gonna go back to Berlin. I'm gonna continue studying. I want to do another project with my friends there, and I'm really looking forward to that. No worries, I will still be doing YouTube, but I'm probably gonna be involved in a different project, which means my game project Overnova will be on pause during that time frame, or during that time period. Maybe we can continue a little bit, but probably the development will be more or less paused. And then also one thing I'm not quite sure about is if I can keep posting daily during that period of time, because as I've said, I want to develop another project with my friends there in Berlin, and I don't know if I can still do daily uploads with that. I'm sure gonna try, okay? As I've said, anybody can make videos. What's the only thing that's hard about it is doing it every day for a long period of time. So I definitely want to continue making daily videos, but I'm not sure if it's the smartest approach, or if it would be a smarter approach to try maybe 1 quality video per week, or maybe 2 videos per week. Probably it would be smarter to stick to daily uploads, because let's be honest, the only thing YouTube cares about is watch time. It wants more watch time. So it would probably be the better strategy to do daily videos. I don't really know what's more important, quality or quantity. Maybe we should try quality for once. I mean, we have tried quantity now. Maybe we should make an experience and try to go for quality now. But I think, honestly, you need to do both anyway. You need to make good videos and you need to make a lot of videos. If you want to succeed, you need both. I'm in here for a real treat. Gonna be interesting. But can you do this? Then what have I learned this month? Firstly, the YouTube channel has grown by another 40 subs. So the growth has slowed down, but that's not all that surprising, because most of my initial subs came from my old YouTube channel. So that's nothing to worry about so far. I'm jumping between topics, but I think the main issue with my content right now is that it's not very searchable. Nobody's gonna search for Overnova devlog something sound update. So nobody's gonna find that by themselves. That's a problem, because that makes it really hard to grow. Nobody's gonna find these videos on the YouTube search. While my old Game Maker tutorials on the old channel got a ton of traffic just from the search results. They ranked really high there. So yeah, just a random thought. Then we obviously made huge progress with the game Oversnowboard. Firstly, we decided on a name, which is really good because that means we can start building that brand and start getting that name out there. And we reworked the gameplay a lot. It already feels a lot better now, but there's still a lot of problems we need to fix. I watched my sister play the game. It was really boring to watch. It's not an exciting game at the moment, I feel like, so there's more work to do. Yeah, I don't really know where all of this is going. I'm slowly starting to figure things out, what works, how to write good Reddit posts, how to get traffic from Reddit and all that sort of stuff. It slowly but surely starts making sense. I'm getting really familiar with Twitter. I still haven't figured out how to use Facebook correctly. Oh yeah, I did my first streaming attempt, which was pretty exciting as well. Check that out if you haven't seen it. I didn't manage to reach my milestone, which is 200 subscribers. But honestly, who cares? You only care if you make it, then you're happy. And if you don't make it, then who cares about milestones? Milestones are stupid. I also wanted to found my company this month to officially start this business. I also haven't done that because there's not really any good reason to do that yet. It's just more work. But yeah, I have to do it earlier or later, so maybe I should do it sometime soon. Also, maybe that would be a good commitment to stop me from quitting. Would probably be a smart move. Then a word or two to my calendar wall right here. Haven't used that in ages. This to-do wall right here, haven't used that in ages. It's just sitting there and looking kind of dumb. So I think we can take that down. It's really not that useful because my daily routine is not really about finishing to-dos. It's just about making content, making more YouTube content, and then obviously also continuing to work on my game. Most of the time it's pretty obvious what's the next logical step, what's the next thing I need to do. So at the moment this to-do list right here is pretty useless, and also this calendar right here doesn't really get used as often as it used to in the beginning, because in the beginning I was experimenting with a lot more different things and I wasn't really sure how I should structure my day. Now I already know how I should structure my day. I kind of figured that part out. And yeah, I'm still continuing to use my walls here, for example, for game feedback stuff. It's still really cool to have that stuff on your walls. It makes a nice atmosphere. It makes you feel kind of like a crazy scientist, and it's a nice environment. I like using the walls, as you can tell. But I think we have to take the useless stuff down sometime soon, because what good is there in having this giant wall if I don't use it? Pretty useless. Okay, then for the final words, what I absolutely need to say is I'm so thankful for having this opportunity. I'm so thankful for having you as my viewers. I don't take any of this for granted, and I'm still happy, I'm still motivated. I want to keep going. And let's see where this goes. Let's just see where this goes. We'll try to figure it out together and just make the best of it. Cool, so that was my 2-month indie dev / YouTube check-in with you. Talking a little bit about how it's going, how we want to where we want to take this. We'll do that again in 1 month. Let's just do that every month. I think it's a cool tradition, a cool habit to think about all of your actions and all of your plans once a month. Have an amazing day, make the world your playground, and see you in the next one. Peace.